particular growth from Chinese investors. Other Pacific Rim investors have also been active. We see a lot of activity from Australian investors historically. That has tapered off somewhat, but there's now significant investment from Japanese and especially Korean investors. And the U.S. economy has become more and more open to sophisticated inbound investors from overseas. You can invest as much or as little as a percentage in the deal as you want it to be. It varies then from there the amount of control each investor tends to have. The more you invest, the greater control you tend to receive. But when you invest through a joint venture structure, you also, assuming that you have found a joint venture partner that you trust and feel comfortable with, you share the risk that the deal might bring. And that may be a very positive thing, particularly for a new investor who's not familiar with the marketplace. So they combine forces, bringing their money, but gaining the local expertise of, say, a developer or someone else who's familiar with the local jurisdiction with entitlements, knows how to get, particularly for instance, a development accomplished, but also how to operate a property. Might also particularly know asset management skills for the U.S. that are not as familiar for a foreign investor. Sometimes that's done to gain some expertise, some learning from the local joint venture partner, and then in future transactions, the foreign investor may do all of those things on its own. It's critical that they be agreed up front so that you understand on the front end what your back end exit strategies might be. We advise very strongly that both the management rights during the life of the investment and the exit rights at the end of the life of the investment are negotiated and well thought out when the investment starts. They need to know, frankly, how to divorce. And if they haven't decided that in advance, that can be a particularly cumbersome project.